afternoon, boys and girls. My name is Miss Tracy, Pastor Tracy. I am Tracy Harris from First Congregational Church of Webster Groves, and I am the Director of Christian Education and a student pastor here at the church. I'd like to read a story with you today, and it is called, Does God Know How to Tie Shoes? Maybe some of you don't know how to tie shoes and you're learning, but let's see what we know about God tying shoes. I'm not even sure. Sometimes we need to ask a lot of questions. What we will do is I will read the book and I will turn it around so that you can see the pictures in this book. It has some really pretty pictures. But first, I want to tell you who wrote the book. The book was written by Nancy White Carlstrom and illustrated by Lori McElrath Eslick. And so I want to read this story, Does God Know How to Tie Shoes, with you today. Mama, what does God wear? I don't know, Katrina, but he dresses the hills with joy and the meadows with sheep, and the flowers never have to worry what to put on. I think God wears orange beads when the sun comes up and a big gray hat when it rains. I like the way the little girl is thinking, or the little boy, or who do you think it is? The little person is thinking. The child is thinking. Doesn't God know how to tie shoes, Papa? By his word the heavens and earth were made. He breathed and the stars took their place. Well then, God must know how to tie shoes. There's the water. The lily pads, and God made it all. Mama, does God talk? Sometimes he whispers in a still small voice, like when you hold a seashell to your ear. Sometimes he roars over the water, and his glory thunders. Like a lion, Mama? Yes, like a kind lion. Playing on the beach, drawing in the sand. Wonderful things in this creation. Wonderful things in creation. Water, sand, shells, the ocean roaring in and out. Does God have wings, Papa? God wraps his love around us like the wings of a mother hen, protecting her baby chicks, and he knows how all birds fly. God probably loves crows too, Papa. And look what I see here. A mother chicken with her baby chicks. Mama, does God get cold and hungry? Well, he feels sad when people are cold and hungry. God must shiver when he sees old Joe in his torn coat. When it snows, I will give him my mittens. Does God ever cry, Papa? Yes, I think he does. or she does. Because of the cold, hungry people. Yes, when people can't live together without fighting. And when Thomas pulls Sarah's hair, it's so long she can sit on it. There's some beautiful things that God has made. Mama, does God have any pets? The animals and birds of the forest are God's, and every cow on 1,000 hills. Maybe God would like us to get a puppy. And we'd have a lot of time at home to train a puppy right now. Just saying. Does God ever sing, Papa? Probably. God rejoices with the fields and sings with the trees while the rivers clap. I think I see God riding on a cloud. That makes me sing. Mama, is God sad when God doesn't get a letter? God does like to hear from us, Katrina. We call that prayer. It can be a way of talking or singing. Or playing my drum? Yes, Katrina. Does God like to paint, Papa? God paints the sunrise and sunset and spreads out the heavens like a cloth. I bet God likes painting rainbows best of all, just like me. And there's Katrina painting the rainbows. Because rainbows are beautiful. I like rainbows too. Mama, does God ever have to clean up God's room? He wakes the dawn and makes sure the seasons change. Yes, God keeps everything in order. But even God's closet? Does God go to sleep, Papa? No, Katrina. God never sleeps. But doesn't God ever get tired? Well, God did rest after making this world. But Mama, where in the world is God now? God is here when we talk together. God's with you when you feel happy and when you feel sad. And scared too. Yes, when you are scared, God is there. God is always with you. Papa, does God know my name? Oh, yes, and the stars in the heavens, too. Good night, Mama. Good night, Papa. Good night, God. I'm Katrina with a K. Good night, Katrina with a K. And I hope each of you has had a question answered by this book and has a nice night and you sleep well. Does God know how to tie shoes? What do you think? Email Miss Tracy at tracy.harris@firstchurchwg.org. See you later. Bye-bye.